Hey, welcome back to the channel. So, why did I name this video Knives of the Shire? Well, it's not because of these cool knives here, although they might be knives that you might have seen in Lord of the Rings. Could be. It's because of these. So, I got these two new Kershaw knives, slip joints, and they are so radically different from other slip joint knives. It just kind of reminded me of being back on the Shire, Lord of the Rings. So if you'd like to check out these really unusual knives, and this is what makes knife collecting fun right here, because these are really different looking knives, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to get something like this and go through them. So I hope you join me in the video as we take a walk back in the Shire. All right, welcome back to the fortified castle. Hi to all my viewers. Bonjour, privet, guten tag, hola, ciao, konnichiwa, and good day to my foreign viewers. And yeah, I'm really excited about this. I wasn't actually, when I bought these, I just wanted to, kind of get, had to the Kershaws, and wondering if they were doing anything different. Looked them up, and there they are, right? And they look different. So this is a three-bladed Stockman. This is a Stockman knife, and this is a two-bladed trapper. And we're going to kind of compare these to other trappers, as well as look at the knife as we go through this video. And I think it's going to be a little fun. I don't know. Do you like these? They're radically different. They look different. So, that's your normal trapper. Man, they look different. And I'm loving it, actually. I'm loving it. So I think you'll like it too. So we'll get into these. We'll look at these first and then match them to some of their counterparts and see what you think. All right, first up, let's take a look at this Stockman right here. So these knives are made in China. What you have is basically a stainless steel knife. And so the bolsters are brushed stainless steel. You've got brass liners on here. You can see that right there. You have micarta, black micarta scales. And these actually, when you look at them out of the camera in the sunlight, they actually kind of have a tint of green to them. So they're not like jet black. Nice little contours there. You can kind of see them. And then you have some nice nickel silver pins there. So a little bit of everything going on here. And this is your standard size medium trapper. So it is just shy of 3.5 inches. Yeah, just shy of 3.5 inches. Let's open her up. And kind of a different blade. Look how pointy that blade is. Long, straight. Clip point on there. These things are razor sharp. That's the back of it. There's no swedge on here. Action was kind of sticky. I cleaned them and it's a lot better now. These knives are not without their problems. Isn't that a good looking sheep's foot blade? And so now you might say, wait a minute, that's a Wharncliffe. To me, that's just not sharp enough to be a Wharncliffe design. It's more like a long sheep's foot blade on there, but some very interesting lines on there. It kind of looks like it downs here, and then you got it sweeping back on the choil there. The plunge grind sweeps back. Different different looking. Good snaps, shuts on these. This is your pin blade. Look at that pin blade. And so it's like a fat pin blade. It starts off narrower here, swells out, and then plunges back down into a spear point, or I'm sure that's supposed to be a pin blade, but just very unusual lines on it. So I just want to refresh your memory. This is a Stockman, and look how radically, and got this stupid rabbit skin all over the place. Look how radically different this looks. So it's about the same size. You get all the same blades, but the blades are a different profile, and it's just radically different looking. It's kind of fun. It really kind of excites me. It's really, really cool. Here's a queen. You get a Stockman, you get a Stockman. They're all pretty much like this, different scales. Here's a Coe River from Frost Cutlery. They all kind of look the same. This doesn't though. So you've got sweeping lines on your bolsters. That's not necessarily new, but usually you have the same old bolsters with diagonal lines. These are entirely different, the bolsters. And when you look at this, it's an angle right there, and then it's flat right here, and then angles back down here. And on this side, kind of more of the same. You get a little angle right here, and then an angle down, and then an angle back. A nice sweeping plunge, so it starts out here and then plunges down, giving it that very unique profile right there. It's also a curved jack, so it's not serpentine. Most jacks curve in here, come out, and then curve back. And this just curves the whole way. So that's really unusual to have a curved Stockman like that. Curved Stockman. Really, really cool. I just find that so interesting. And these knives, the quality is okay. I'd call them second tier, so they're not first tier knives. When you look at them, there's a lot of a gap in here and there. It's not horrendous, but there are other little problems. You can see the grind mark here is on an angle. See that light reflect off of it, and so it should be flat across there, and that's where they tried to make this. You could see the different sizes here, so it's wide here, wide on this side, and kind of goes down. So there's little bobbles in these fun little knives here. So let's take a look at the trapper. So this is a 4-inch trapper. Again, all stainless steel construction. Your bolsters are brushed stainless, and even your liners. And this is, I don't know, it looks, now you can see right here, it is not, you do have stainless steel liners on this, and stainless steel divider. There's a divider in there. Same material, black micarta, that cool little pattern there. And again, they kind of have a tint of green in them, especially in the light. Nickel silver pens. And again, it's not a premium build on this knife. Come on, it's not a premium build. You could see, now this is smooth across here, so you don't have stepping, but you could see the different gaps in this. And this was, come on, this was $32. So really, you probably shouldn't have that gapping on this knife. But again, you got slight deviations in the rounds. So this is a little different. That is actually a coffin corner. So you can see right there, it's flat, 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 and down. So it's actually a coffin corner bolster on this. You could pick it up ever so slightly because of the diagonal on here. If this was straight across, you would see it right away. And, you got a nice curve here. And then like a finger choil right there. Very interesting how they did that. These bolsters, they round out. So big round part here. Flat, flat, and then straight down. Just a very different looking bolster on this. Wait till you see these blades. So this is your clip. Very thin, slicey, and sharp. Very easy to cut yourself with this knife, but this would be a really good steak knife. Really, really pointy. So you got to be careful there. This is not a knife you could just stab into something. It'll likely break on you. You got to kind of think about how you're going to use this blade. Really, really interesting blade design in it. It kind of looks like a California clip, but it bows the whole way here. It starts out smaller here, bows out here, has like a curve in it. Good snap back. The snap locking in on these, not that great. You didn't hear any snap at all there. So this is where normally your spade blade would be, and instead you have a spear point. And it's an interesting spear point because, again, it is a spear point, but you have a belly on there that's almost continuous. And it's a very thin behind the edge here, very thin blade. Not quite as pointy as the other one, but still, they're kind of delicate. Probably a couple millimeters here, not 3 millimeters. A little jimping. Very interesting knife. Look at the design. And again, so this is 4-inch. This is your standard trapper, and it's 4 1/8 inches. But again, that's normally how a trapper looks. And look at that one. Very similar in size. This is much thinner. Maybe it isn't. It feels thinner. Wow. Actually, it's thicker, but it feels thinner in hand when you hold these. That's really interesting. That's perception right there. So yeah, these are actually a little thinner than this knife right here. But again, I mean, that's your trapper. No matter how far back you go in time. Here's one from 1960s. This is a Robeson trapper. And, a trapper's a trapper. This is a new one from Case. They all pretty much look the same. They have little variation in them. But here you have a radically different interpretation of a trapper. And, this make a nice little gent's knife. Go to church after dinner. Go to the steakhouse. Cut your steak with this thing. These are stainless steel blades. And this was, like I said, this was 32. This one was 23. And really, this one should be 23 too. I don't think this is a $40 knife, but not out of China. Now, America, it'd be hard to put a price tag on that. That's some real innovative design there. I don't know, guys, do you like it? Do you like going back to the Shire? That's what I thought of first. Oh, photo, at the Shire, Lord of the Rings. That's what this stuff reminds me of. All right, let me know what you think. Do you like them? Do you love them? Do you hate them? Okay, thanks again. Really appreciate all your support.